guys! Today we're going to be doing a little bit of chemistry. Today we're going to be classifying some chemicals into acids and bases. You might be thinking, how are we going to be doing this classifying? We're not doing it in the boring way. We are going to be using some creativity. We're going to be using litmus paper. How does this litmus paper work? First of all, there are two types of litmus papers. One is litmus red and the other is litmus blue. And so how does it work? For example, if I take litmus red and I'm going to be putting it inside one of the chemicals. And if it's going to be turning to a blue color, so we can identify it as a base. And if we're going to be taking litmus blue and keeping it inside one of the chemicals, and it's going to turn red, that means we can classify it as an acid. Okay, for this experiment, you're going to need sodium hydroxide, hydrochloric acid, sodium bicarbonate, some dishwasher soap in solid form, a lemon, make sure it's cut, a spatula, a beaker with water in it and a dropper, scissors, tweezers, five little bowls in which we can keep the chemicals in, litmus red paper, and litmus blue paper, which is divided into 5 parts. So the first step is to keep each chemical into the bowls. I'm just going to put 8 drops of sodium hydroxide inside one of the bowls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that's our sodium hydroxide. I'm just going to keep the sodium hydroxide in front of it so I can remember that it's sodium hydroxide. Like that. Now I'm going to take hydrochloric acid and now I'm going to put my hydrochloric acid of 8 drops inside it. 8. That's 8 drops. Now I'm going to put that also in front of hydrochloric acid. Now I'm going to take my sodium bicarbonate, but this is in solid form. So in this way, we're going to just we're going to put like a few drops of it. I'm going to put 1 and 2. That's all, because that's a lot. Now, in this case, we have a solid form, because sodium bicarbonate is in solid form. So we're just going to take our dropper and water and put a few drops of it inside the sodium bicarbonate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, mine has, it's going to dissolve, so I'm just gonna mix it with a spatula and to dissolve it. Now, after I've done that, I'm just gonna put it right in front of sodium bicarbonate. Let's move that there. Now, I'm gonna take my dishwasher soap and I'm gonna put 2 drops of it inside the I'm just going to put 1.5. Now it's time to dissolve it. I'm going to put that right there so I can keep it. And now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now I'm just going to dissolve it. that right in front of that. And now, next step is to take my last spoon and put some lemon in it. Well, this took me a little time. Yeah, there's a few drops. Get the seed away. Don't need the seeds. Yeah, I've gotten enough. You can see I've got this much. And now I'm just gonna put my lemon in front of there. Oh, I'm sad. Okay, so the next step is just going to be taking our litmus paper and dropping it into the sodium hydroxide bowl. If it's going to be turning into a red color, so that means it is an acid. This is my litmus blue paper. I've divided it into 5 parts already. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to drop it in there. Okay, look at that. It's turning into a blue color. That means it's not an acid. What could it be? We're gonna see that later. And if it's not working, if it's not going down, just use your tweezers. Okay, so over here I have blue. It's blue. And it was blue litmus. So there's no color change. That is not an acid. I'm just gonna put that right there. That is not an acid. Sodium hydroxide is not an acid. Now I'm going to take hydrochloric acid. You may already guess what it is, but let's just be sure. Yep, we're sure now. Look at that. It's turning to a red color. I'm just going to use my tweezers to now it's fully red. Hydrochloric acid is an acid, as we've all guessed. So I'm just going to put that right there so we can identify it as the group of acids. Now, sodium bicarbonate. Let's see if it's an acid or not. Now, let's see. Well, it looks like it's turning into a blue color. Let's get that fully down. Yep, it's a blue color. That means it's not an acid. Sodium bicarbonate is not an acid. Now let's see if this dishwasher soap is an acid or not. I'm going to just put that right in there. Well, looks like dishwasher soap is not an acid. Okay, now let's hope for lemon to be an acid. Will it be an acid or not? Final moments. It looks like it's turning red. That means it is an acid. Lemon is an acid, so I'm just going to keep that right there into the group of acids. Now I'm just going to take my litmus red paper, but this time I'm only going to divide it into 3 parts. Okay, so we're going to need a pair of scissors and your litmus red paper. I'm going to cut it into 3 parts. 1 part, 2nd part, and 3rd part. So now that we've got that done, let's just move these things here. That there. And now let's just remove these papers, as we know that this is not an acid. Okay, now let's just see if is sodium hydroxide an acid? What is sodium hydroxide? Let's see what it is. Well, that means sodium hydroxide is a base, because we had red litmus paper and it turned into a blue paper. So that means sodium hydroxide is a base. I'm going to keep that right over there. Now let's see, is sodium bicarbonate an acid or a base? Oops. Okay, I got my paper, and now I'm just going to see, is it an acid or a base? Well, it looks like sodium bicarbonate is a base. I'm going to keep that right there in the group of bases. Now, is dishwasher soap in the solid form an acid or a base? Well, looks like it's a base. It's turning to a blue color. So that means dishwasher soap is a base. Let's just summarize this once. Hydrochloric acid, as we can all guess, is an acid. Lemon is an acid. Sodium hydroxide is a base. Sodium bicarbonate is a base. And dishwasher soap is a base. So to conclude, today we learned that hydrochloric and lemons are acids, and sodium hydroxide, sodium bicarbonate, and dishwasher soap in the solid form are bases. So thank you for watching this video, and be sure to subscribe and like. Bye bye!